I am Sonali Pandurang Patil, Assistant Professor from Sperry's College of Engineering, Pandharpur. Today we are going to learn about remaining part from unit number 6, Traffic Instruments. Already we have covered part number 1 and part number 2 from this unit number 6. Remaining part is related to the speed and delay survey, floating car data, GPS based FCD applications of radio frequency identification, travel time data collection techniques, ITS probe vehicle data collection systems, and the last point is the bump integrated portable skid resistance meters, sideway force test vehicles, and its equipment. Like that, we'll see in this part. We'll see about the whatever the floating car data, travel time data collections, whatever the instruments like a bump integrated and portable skid resistance meter. Uh, all the information regarding this we'll see in this lecture. First, we'll see the introduction of the ITS. ITS is an emerging transportation system which is comprised of an advanced information and telecommunication networks for users, roads, and vehicles. ITS is the integrated applications of advanced technologies using electronics, computers, communications, and advanced sensors. These applications provide travelers with important information while improving the safety and efficiency of the transportation system. Means this ITS is between three ways. First one is the for people's, second one is for roads, and third one is for vehicles. Means it is a combination of these three: roads, vehicles, and the peoples. From that whatever the informations and communication will be made with respect to the technologies, that is the ITS, that is intelligent transportation system within a vehicles, peoples, and the roads. Background situation of promoting ITS. ITS is for solving the social problems caused by road, to activate the economy, to reach an advanced information and telecommunication society, to coordinate different transport modes, to reduce drivers run. Significance of promoting these ITS: breakthrough for solving road transport problems, creation of new industries, leader of an advanced information and telecommunication. That is the significance of this ITS: creation of new industries and the leader of an advanced information and the telecommunication. From this intelligent transportation system, there are the some part, some of the technologies part. First one is the wireless communication. These are the short range communications. It offers communication between the vehicle and roadside in specific location. For example, toll applications such as electronics fee collection EFC will operate over DSRC. It is a subset of the RFID technology, that is radio frequency identifications. Means from this wireless communication easily the electronic fee collection will be operate over a DSRC. Means whatever the it offers the communication between vehicle and the roadside in specific location. For example, tolls for the collection of the fees from the road users. The continuous air interface long and medium range. Continuous air interface long and medium range provides continuous communication between a vehicle and the roadside using a variety of communication media, including cellular and infrared links. CALM will provide a range of applications including vehicle safety and information, as well as entertainment for driver and the passengers. Means these are the wireless communications will give us an idea about the range of applications with the vehicle safety and information, as well as the entertainment for the drivers and the passengers. Computational technologies. The CTS, that is the Computational Transportation Science Fellows, will develop technologies in which sensors, travelers, computers in vehicle computers, and computers in the static infrastructures. The installation of operational system and processors in transportation vehicles have also allowed software application and artificial intelligence system to be installed. This system includes the internal control of model based processors and computing the programs designed to be integrated into a greater transportation system. Floating car data. Available floating car data detection techniques. There are the two types of the non-real time and real time. There are the in two ways that real time will be non-real time and for the real time. That first count will be for non-real time. Manual surveys for the detection of the floating car data. Video recording and manual research and in vehicle data recording. In this way we can count the floating car data. In second way, real time non-inductive loop without transponder, automatic number plates recognition, GPS trace plus mobile commons GSM, mobile com GSM, radio signal triangulation, roadside become and plus dedicated short range tag. Means in this way, floating car data will detect the vehicles in two ways, non-real time and the real time, which will get an idea about the manual surveys, videographing, video recording, manual research, again vehicle data detection, number plate detection. Again there we can get the idea about the automatic the number plate. In this way, this floating car method is technique is useful on the roads. Next one is the sensing technology. Sensing systems for intelligent transportation system are vehicle and infrastructure based networked systems, that is intelligent transportation technologies. Pavement loops. In this system, pavement loops are used to sense the presence of vehicle demand at intersection and parking lot entrances. Pressure pads are used to sense the presence of pedestrians waiting to cross a roadway. In this diagram, you can see here car passing over the inductive loop, and based on this, they will collect an information about the vehicles. Radar and acoustic sensors are also used for detecting vehicles in the roadway. How it works, that radar and acoustic sensors transmit radar pulse. A portion of energy is reflected or scattered from the vehicle and roadway back towards the sensor. This energy is received and interpreted. Means when vehicle is passing on the roads, there are the radars and acoustic sensors are provided outside the roads. When vehicle passes, that rays will be getting scattered and reflected from the vehicle and roadway back towards the sensors, and whatever the energy, that energy is received and interpreted. There are some benefits of this low power, most accurate technology for detecting speed, traffic count accuracy, and easy for installation on the roads. Inductive loop detection. One or more loops of wire are embedded under the road and connected to a control box. When a vehicle passes over or rests on the loop, inductance is reduced, showing a vehicle is present. Means in this inductive loop detection, one or more loops of wire are embedded under the road and connected to control box. When vehicle passes over the road or the rest on the road on the loop, inductance is reduced, showing a vehicle is present. There are some of the benefits of it. Established technology, not impacted by environmental conditions, accurate in detecting vehicle presence, performs well in both high and low volume traffic. Video vehicle detection. Video vehicle detection is one of the most widely used method. Video detection is an image processor. It consists of microprocessor based CPU and software that analyzes video images using a mouse and interactive graphics. The user places virtual detectors on the video image displayed on a monitor. Statistics can be progressively transmitted to a server for real-time analysis. Means from this video vehicle detection, continuously camera is provided, uh, and through this that videography is measured the whatever the vehicles coming on the roads, and statistically can be progressively transmitted to a server for real-time analysis. There are benefits of the ITS. ITS is a time saving, better emergency response times and services. It reduces crashes and fatalities, cost avoidance, increased customer satisfaction, energy and environmental benefits. ITS decreasing or probability of conjunction occurrence on the roads. In this way, ITS is getting completed here. Next point is whatever the instruments, bump integrated and skid resistance meters used on the roads. We'll see here first the bump integrator. Bump integrator is also known as a reformator or automatic road unevenness recorder. Gives quantitative integrated evaluation of surface irregularities on a digital counter LCD screen. It comprises of a single-wheeled trailer with a pneumatic tire mounted on the chassis on which an integrated device is fitted. Means this bumper integrated is an instrument is used on the roads for measuring the unevenness of the roads, and it is also called as a reformator. It is it comprises a single wheel trailer. You can see here in this picture there is a bumper indicator is shown here with the benefits and the features. It having the high resolution, high reliability optical encoder designed for use in some of the most extreme and rugged road condition. Low minimum operating speed 10 km per hour, very low cost compared to vehicle mounted accelerometer based equipment. Simple design allows for a quick and easy installation and full serviceability in the field. The skid resistance meter. The skid resistance meter is the force developed when tire that is prevented from rotating slides along the pavement surface. Skid resistance is an important pavement evaluation parameter because inadequate skid resistance will lead to higher incidences of skid related accidents. Most agencies have an obligation to provide users with a roadway that is reasonably safe. Skid resistance measurement can be used to evaluate the various types of material and the construction practices. Second instrument is the skid resistance meter. The skid resistance meter which is measure the skidding on the roads. If skidding on the road is more, then there will be a traffic accidents on the roads that will be goes on increases, and for that purpose that skid resistance meter instrument is very important here. There are the some of the functional evaluation of this. There is a functional evaluation. First function is of that skid resistance meter is safety, is comfort and cost effective and environmental impact. Means if we use such instruments for calculating the skid resistance on the roads, at that time it will help us for calculating the safety comfort, that is the roughness and roughness of the roads, again skidding on the roads and the noise on the road, environmental impact on the road. Based on this, the functional evaluation of the skid resistance meter by using by using skid resistance meter on the road that will be helpful for the road users. There will be overviews. Skid resistance is the friction developed to prevent a tire from sliding along the pavement surface. Lower when affected by water due to phenomenon of hydroplaning and contaminated by mud resulting from the day-to-day usage. Important safety factor: inadequate skid resistance will lead to higher risk of accidents. And so for reducing the accidents on the roads, there is a need of measuring the skidding on the skidding of the road surface. Influent factors: there are some of the factors which are affected on the skid resistance meter. First one is the vehicle speed, second one is the surface texture, third one is the surface condition, tire characteristics, weather, road geometry, and the material used for the road constructions like aggregates, types of aggregates. Next point is a locked wheel skid resistance meter tester. You can see here when vehicle is locked at that time we can calculate here there is a coefficient of friction. It is one number which gives us an idea about the comments for the roads, which will be calculated by mu is equal to F upon Fw, where F is the frictional force and Fw is a frictional force during the weight on the roads. That will be a coefficient of friction, and from that Sn is equal to 100 into mu. From that we'll get a skid number that will be 100 into mu. Mu will be calculated from the frictional force and frictional force during the weight. In both of the way that mu will be calculated, and from that directly we'll get an idea about the skid number. And if we get an idea about this number of skid number, it will be equal to more than or less than 30 or 35. There will be a sum of the comments I have written here. Take measures to correct, acceptable for low volume roads, monitor pavement frequently, acceptable for heavy traveled road. Likewise, from that skid resistance meter we'll get an idea about the road surface. Thank you. In this way, we have completed our unit number 6, which is related to the traffic instruments used on the roads with their significance, and how they were used on the roads for calculating the bumper integrate, calculating the unevenness of the roads, skid resistance of the roads, and how we can collect the information about the vehicles by using the wireless communication systems. And second one is with respect to the ITS, with respect to different ITS technologies. In this way, our unit number 6 is completed here. Thank you.